is this so awkward? Okay, I'm out of practice because I've been gone for like an entire year now. So today we are making Ma Po Tofu. I tried this for the first time about a month ago, and I'm gonna tell you where I've been, what I've been up to, and what's coming next. But first, I need to get changed. Okay, I was gonna do this cute little trick and then it didn't work, so let's just go. Freaking I'll rest the camera there for just a minute. Ma Po Tofu recipe in hand. We're gonna hit... Why am I so awkward? We're gonna hit 3 stores today. Obviously the Asian supermarket, as well as I saw that they have a tofu store, and then I get super lost in the Asian supermarket, so first we're actually gonna go to Walmart. Okay, I just grabbed a couple of things in there, and I was gonna talk to you guys while I was in there, but first off, vlogging in public is so embarrassing, and they were playing some loud music, and I don't actually have a microphone, so sorry. To understand why I've been gone so long, you need to understand like what the heck was going on with my mind last year. I was not in the best place mentally in 2018. We had come back from France, and I was kind of starting to process all of that, and I'm not someone who processes things quickly. So I was processing everything that happened in France, and I thought I was gonna do like YouTube full time, but I put a lot of pressure on myself to do that, and like it was to the point where I felt, and I think I said this in the video, I felt like I was trying to do something, but I wasn't doing a good job at it. Feeling just like very inauthentic when I make videos, and when I record them, they really feel contrived and they feel forced. And I felt really low, and I felt really isolated. At the same time, I was also teaching English online, which I did in France, and like it was just hard. I went to bed at like 8 p.m. every night. I got up at 3 a.m. every morning. I didn't really get to see people. The only people I did see were Chinese children who were just barely learning how to speak English. And I felt alone. I feel like 2018 was my year of missed opportunities. Like I had all these wonderful, what I thought were wonderful opportunities come up, and then they all just like, they fell through. And so it was hard to feel alone, to feel like nothing was going my way. So I kind of I gave up, and I was like, maybe I just need to get an office job again. I need to separate myself from YouTube, social media. I need a job where I can actually be around people and to ground and to find myself again. Next, we're headed to the tofu store because I figure, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to get tofu at the tofu store, but I don't know. Okay, I just pulled into a shopping center, and I don't think they're open. They're just closed today. Okay, this is why I decided to go to the Asian supermarket last, because I knew if I couldn't find something at Walmart or here, which is now closed, I would be able to find it there. So wish me luck. I always get so lost. Okay, so this is actually going a lot easier than I thought it would. I don't want to roll my cart because it's super loud. I think I got the worst one ever. I'm looking for the last ingredient, the Sichuan peppercorn. There's this one that actually says dried Sichuan peppercorn, but it's black. And then there's this one, and it looks a bit more red. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Well, I started looking for jobs last fall, and then I got the perfect job ever. I actually went back to my old university in February as a study abroad coordinator. Like, I got to help students, I got to work with young people, I got to do essentially whatever I wanted, and still work in like study abroad and encourage people to do that. But in July, the new budget came out, and unfortunately my contract wasn't extended. So I left at the, you know, like last day of June, and then I was like, well, what next? Okay, so obviously I made a mistake yesterday and I forgot to buy one of the most important parts of this dish, which is the dried red chili peppers. I'm gonna go get that and I'll be right back. We got the goods. Very much someone who likes to be prepared before getting started, so I've got everything laid out over here just next to the stove, and we're actually gonna begin. I think it should come together pretty quickly. I'll start quarter cup. And after I left my university, I didn't really know what was gonna happen next, and I was really disappointed because I really liked that job and I felt like it was something that I could turn into a career. But then I felt like I was back at square one again, and it was just honestly like perfect timing because I left OCU, I left the university at the end of June, and then I got an email, I think the first week of July, from a company that I talked to last fall 2018, and I really thought it was just another opportunity that had fallen through. But then it turns out, ta-da, they wanted me to actually come on and do a project with them. So I get an email I get an email the first week of July, I do an interview, and then in August, I'm like shooting a travel show. It was pure serendipity and like perfect timing. The show was with a company called Tomato English. They're part of a larger English learning company located in Chengdu, China. I hope I'm saying that right. Which is kind of why we're making Ma Po Tofu today, because this is a Szechuan dish that I tried when I was with them. And like getting to see all the stuff that goes into producing like a travel show, I realized that it is actually super hard. And last year I was being too hard on myself, and I probably should have given myself like a little more credit and a little more room to breathe and be creative and not so like results oriented. To add these peppercorns, I ground them yesterday, but I forgot to show you. They smell, they smell very fragrant and very kind of like floral. I'm only adding a third of this because I have too much. Please don't burn myself. Okay, cool. So this is pretty much cooked through. Next we add 1 to 2 tablespoons of our spicy bean sauce. Tobanjian, or chili bean sauce. It matched the characters that they recommended. Smells good. Going on this trip, it really, like when I came back and during the trip, I felt so inspired. I was like, you know what? I can do this. And with Austin's job, he's traveling a lot. Like he's currently in Seattle. He's gone at least a week every single month. And so I have this incredible opportunity to travel with him. And I feel like I'd be an idiot not to take advantage of that. Like earlier this year, we went to Florence for one of his work conferences, and then later this year we're going back to Europe, probably like London and Paris for a conference, Japan, Thailand. Like these are not things that I could do with a traditional desk job just because of how vacation works. So it's like, you know, I'd be silly not to go for it and to like actually try to make this work, but without putting such a ridiculous amount of pressure on myself. Add our chicken stock. realized I forgot to make rice with this. And I looked at the rice package and it takes like 30 minutes, so I will not be enjoying rice at this moment. It's not as red as I think it should be. Let's see how it tastes. I don't know, I'm nervous. Hot, tastes hot. Whoa, okay, spicy. Wow, okay. Honestly, not bad. You're not supposed to eat these larger, just dried peppers. You leave those to the side. It's definitely spicier than I remember it being. My pork's a little too big and it's not quite red enough, so maybe I need more bean sauce next time. But otherwise, like, for something I've made at home, not too bad. And finally, I actually, oh, the spicy really like kicks me in the back of the throat. Okay, whew. Finally, I want to update you guys on what's coming next. I left you hanging for quite a long time, but I'm not going to do that again. Like I said earlier, I have this amazing opportunity and I want to take advantage of it. So you're going to see more travel videos, more travel vlogs and guides from me. And then I also want to show you more about how cool Oklahoma City is. I feel like people really get it wrong and they really hate on this town, and I love the city I live in. So I'm going to show you more of that, more travel vlogs, and then finally I need to wrap up the series I started in 2017 called Little Lost, so you guys can look forward to those flashbacks as well. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. God, so I am sweating now. This is actually way spicier. Way spicier than anyone I've ever had. We're gonna eat some mochi. I'm dying.